intense. Hello, everyone. I know it seems intense, but what I want to do is speak about another kind of intense in this video. An intent is an object that provides runtime binding between separate components, such as two different activities. At the same time, it will also provide data transfer between these two activities. So the intent represents to an application intent to do something. Does that make sense? Cool. So it's used for a variety of tasks, and it has a very important place in Android application development. So we're going to talk about how intents are used to pass between two activities in this video. And also we're going to learn about how to transfer data between two activities while passing one activity to another activity. What do you think? Let's do it. So we'll go to the Android Studio and see it in practice. So here you can see I created a new project in Android Studio. And of course, you know how to create a new project, so I don't have to tell you that anymore. Now, also I added two components to the main activity. First one is an edit text, and the second one is a button. So what are we going to do in this example? We're going to write a name in edit text, and when we click on the button, it will open another activity. Also, it's going to get the name from the edit text and send it to the second activity. That's why it's important. So first, let's change the text of the button. I'll just write go to the second activity. And when I click on this button, it will open the second activity. So now I need to create a second activity. I'll click App. And after that, I will select File, New Activity, and Empty Activity. I need to give a name to this activity. What do you think? I'm just going to call it Second Activity. Very creative, but it's clear. Stay with me. Click OK. So now I've got two activities. All right, so I just need to add a text view to the second activity. So when this activity opens, we will just grab that name from the main activity and write the name on this text view. And I can change the text size of the text view to see it better. So first I want to show you how to open the second activity using intent. That was the intent of this video. So I'll just go to the main activity and check IDs of these components. So the ID of the edit text is edit text. ID of button is button. Also, I'm going to delete the text of the edit text, but I will add a hint. And the hint will be, write your name. So the hint just explains what you want the user to do. And then after that, I'll define these components in the main activity Java file. So first, I will define edit text. I'll just write here edit text name. Second, I will define the button. And I'll write here button go. You can, name it whatever you want, of course. I really can't see you. Now, in the onCreate method, the name equals find view by ID r.id.editText, and go equals find view by ID r.id.button. I will check this ID too. And after that, I will add a click listener to the button. And I'll write go.setOnClickListener, new view on click listener. I will start new activity in this click listener. So, how does intent work? First, I will call the event class and create an object of this intent class. I will write intent, and that way when I call the intent class, the Android Studio imports the intent class. After that, I'll need to give a name to this intent object. I'll just give the name as intent, but of course you can put whatever name you want. So intent equals new intent. Now this intent method takes two parameters. The first one is activity name, and that will start the intent. So I'll write main activity dot this. The second one is activity name that will open using intent, and I will write second activity dot class. So now this method will open the second activity, but I will need to start this method to begin with, right? So in order to start this method, I will write start activity, and inside the parenthesis, I will write the name of the intent object, and its name is intent. So let's run the application and see. So the application's opened. So after I click the button, the second activity is opened. In the second activity, I have a text view. So that means the intent is working, but it needs to write the name on text view. So I need to write the necessary code for that. So now we know how to open another activity using intent. So while intent is opening another activity, it can also transfer the data to that second activity. And if we want to transfer data to the second activity, first we will need to take this data from the edit text. How do we do that? That's why we're taking this course. Okay, then let's continue. So when I click the button, it should take the name from the edit text, right? So because of this, I will just write my code in the click listener. And I will create a string container, and I will write string username equals name dot get text dot to string. Now this code will take the name from the edit text, convert it to string, and assign it to the string username. Then after that, I can send this username to the second activity. I will write intent dot put extra. This method also takes two parameters. First parameter is keyword. The keyword matches that of the sender and receiver. And I will write keyword here. You can use your keyword just as long as it's the same for both sides and it's unique. And the second parameter is data. My data in here is username. So after I write these codes, the username will go to the second activity, right? But I need to catch it in the second activity. So in that second activity, I have a text view. The idea of this text view is text view, and I will define this text view in the second activity Java file. So I'll just write in here text view username, and in the onCreate method, username equals find view by ID r.id.textView. Now I define the text view. So after that, I'll write intent equals get intent. And I'll create a string container again. String name equals intent.getString extra. Now, why did I write this code? Because I send string from the main activity. If I want to take it in here, I've got to write a get string extra. If I sent Boolean from the main activity, then I would just write get Boolean extra. Get it? So if I send integer, I would write get int extra. I can send every data type from one activity to another activity using intent. So I will write get string extra, and inside the parenthesis, I will write keyword. And my keyword is keyword. See why I keep it simple? So after that, I will need to write this data onto the text view. And I'll write username.setTextName. Now let's run the application again. So the application opens, and I'll write a name here. And click the button. And after I click the button, the second activity is open, and the name is written on the text view. What do you think? That's it. That's how intent works. So using intent, you can open another activity and then transfer data between activities. Now, I don't know about you, but that's enough for me for this video. If you need to review something, go back. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one.